Sawadee Kop. Welcome to Break Time with Monte. Today's story, legal casinos for Thailand. The idea of legalizing casinos, long debated but never adopted, is back in the news after National Police Chief Somyot Phumphannmuang joined 12 National Reform Council members in supporting its implementation. The ideas of legaling casinos in Thailand, an issue debated for decades, came back to life recently. A group of 12 members of the National Reform Council, NRC, proposed that the country follow the lead of its neighbors Myanmar, Cambodia, and Malaysia, and begin with a legal casino in Pattaya. As usual, the arguments were economic. Casinos would draw tourists, create jobs, generate vast amounts of revenue for the government, taking it away from casinos in neighboring countries and from the thriving network of underground casinos inside Thailand itself. The idea seemed to die even before gambling opponents could point out the social problems that inevitably accompany legalized gambling. NRC Chairman Thenchai Kirandana said his body was not going to consider the gambling issue. Yesterday, however, it was back in the news in a big way when National Police Chief Somyot Phumphannmuang came out in support of legalized gambling, with strict conditions. National Police Chief Somyot Phumphannmuang has weighed in on the proposal to legalize casinos, but suggests curbs be imposed on who can enter. Months ahead of his retirement from the force, General Somyot said Wednesday he would be happy to be the first police chief to implement the controversial idea. He appears to envisage a string of regional casinos which he said should be open to people only with means and not to residents of the local area. A Bangkok resident could not try his luck in a Bangkok casino, but would have to travel further afield, such as Phuket, on the basis he would be bringing in income from a different area. In any event, he said all players must have strong finances to help guard against poor people ending up even poorer as a result of the gambling losses. Police General Somyot said that 1 month before his mandatory retirement at the end of September, he will call the media to declare his support for the proposed legalization of casinos and launch a personal website to gauge public opinion. Police General Somyot said Thailand has all it takes to run casinos: good food and tourist attractions, and advanced entertainment and shopping complexes. He also addressed concerns that the impact of gambling addiction and possible gambling-related crimes. Police General Somyot said a database of gamblers would be set up, with all people entering casinos being photographed and registered. Taxes from casinos could be spent on education and social affairs, he said, adding he is not intimidated by opposition from civic groups campaigning against gambling and vice. Without legalized casinos, illegal gambling is rampant, he says. Pro-casino NRC member Anand Wacharathy said Wednesday he would continue to push ahead with the idea as long as Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha and NRC Chairman Thanchai Kananandana do not put the brakes on it. The Prime Minister says the government has no stance on the issue and the public should decide. And now, today's vocabulary. Accompany, accompany, addiction, addiction, address, address, affairs, affairs, argument, argument, attraction, attraction, basis, basis, body, body, campaign, campaign, casino, casino, civic group, civic group, complex, complex, concerns, concerns, conditions, conditions, consider, consider, controversial, controversial, counsel, counsel, curb, curb, database, database, debate, debate, decade, decade, declare, declare, descend, descend, draw, draw, economic, economic, envisage, envisage, finances, finances, fortified, fortified, further afield, further afield, gain access, gain access, gambler, gambler, gambling, gambling, gauge, gauge, generate, generate, illegal, illegal, impact, impact, implement, implement, impose, impose, in any event, in any event, income, income, inevitably, inevitably, intimidated, intimidated, issue, issue, launch, launch, legal, legal, legalization, legalization, legalize, legalize, lend support, lend support, local, local, mandatory, mandatory, means, means, media, media, neighbor, neighbor, neighboring, neighboring, network, network, notorious, notorious, opponent, opponent, opposition, opposition, proposal, proposal, propose, propose, proposed, proposed, public, public, put the brakes on, put the brakes on, rampant, rampant, recently, recently, reform, reform, regional, regional, register, register, resident, resident, retirement, retirement, revenue, revenue, roof, roof, stamp out, stamp out, stance, stance, strict, strict, string, string, the public, thriving, thriving, underground, underground, vast, vast, vice, vice, weigh in, weigh in. That's today's story and vocabulary. You have a great day. I'll see you next time here on Break Time with Monte.